Hi, my name is Christy Zuber, and my colleague Scott Heisler and I are going to tell you a little bit about the Medicine and Management Part 3 series that we have the privilege of hosting you for at the end of July. So our group, the Innovation Consultancy, learned from a design and innovation firm called IDEO back in 2003. And we will be taking some of what we've learned from them and helping to teach you all some tools and techniques to address the difficult problems that you all are facing currently in your clinics and workplaces. So I wanted to reference an article that you all might find interesting that talks about, mentions our work briefly, but really focuses on IDEO's work. One of the stories that they talk about is about Thomas Edison and the creation of the light bulb. So I'm sure you all are familiar with Thomas Edison, and he really is known for developing the light bulb, sort of an iconic symbol also for innovation. If you look into that article, actually what's really fascinating about it is Thomas Edison's genius really wasn't just about the light bulb, but it was about the process that he used to rapidly prototype his ideas and the creation of an infrastructure to support something as genius as a light bulb. So we actually wanted to focus on that and teach you all some of those tools and techniques to create ideas, how to try them out, how to get feedback, and how to quickly begin to make a change in what it is that you're trying to solve. So before we go into that, I did want to give you a little bit of good news. So what we've decided is for your third series with Medicine and Management that we're actually going to host it in Tahiti. Okay, we're actually not hosting it in Tahiti. We are hosting it in Oakland, California, which may not sound terrific, but we've got some really great space that we're going to be having you guys in. So come on with me and let me show you around a little bit. So here we are inside the Garfield Center. So the Garfield Center was built in 2006, and they've had thousands of visitors just like you all come through. So you can use the space to help to create solutions that have to deal with space, tools and technologies, different workflows, and we'll use the things around us to help to come up with some solutions for you all. So let me show you a little bit as we get further into the Garfield Center, so come on. So what you see behind me is actually a fairly sophisticated prototyping that was done with some physicians and nurses and MAs that came together from across the region. Now we won't be getting to this level of detail, but this is a space that you all will be able to use if you need to enact and try out different space designs and workflows for some of the solutions that you might come up with. So right now I want to also show you the space that you'll actually be in, which is our large rapid prototyping space. So here we are. This is the large rapid prototyping space that you all will be in for the 2 days. What your homework assignment will be is really the first step of trying to come up with creative solutions to difficult problems. So the first step is we will give you some suggestions of observations, whether it's something you can look up online, perhaps a place you can go to that is actually another industry, another way of looking at the same type of problem that you're trying to solve. So some of you may be looking at recruitment and retention, some of you may be looking at throughput. Well, there are other areas besides healthcare that actually struggle with some of these same topics. So we're hoping through your homework assignment you can get a sense of how some other areas might actually be trying to solve some of these same problems. Then when you come here, you'll have some ideas, some thoughts that you'll be bringing with you. Over the course of the first day, we'll give you some specific techniques around how you can brainstorm and come up with solutions that will feel probably quite a bit different from brainstorming you've done in the past. And by the end of the second day, you'll have taken those ideas and you'll have actually built out prototypes and enacted them for one another to really demonstrate in a little bit more detail what some of those ideas might look like, feel like, and work together. There are typically tools, technologies, spaces, workflows that all come together. And in isolation, you can't really get a sense of the synergy that they can create together. So when you do enactments, you can understand how these things might actually work together. So that's where you'll get to on the end of day 2. We'll also help you take those and come up with what's your first small test of change. And you all may be familiar with that from the Institute for Healthcare Improvement. So we'll be walking you through some of those as to how you take and do a PDSA cycle. So that's what you can expect for the 2 days that you're here. So in the meantime, I want Scott to tell you a little bit about some of the learning objectives that you'll have.
The Innovation Consultancy, working in the confines of the Garfield Center, wants to train you on some very serious innovation activities that will enhance your creativity. During the 2-day session, you are actually going to learn how to improve your observation skills. You're going to learn how to tell a compelling story. You're going to learn how to better conduct a brainstorming session, and you're going to learn how to try out and get feedback on your innovation ideas so that you can move quickly and move your idea to potential reality. We look forward to seeing you at the Garfield Center. So this might not have been Tahiti, but we hope that you were able to see some creative space at the Garfield Center and also see some of the neat techniques that the Innovation Consultancy is going to be training you. We look forward to seeing you in July.
Aloha!
Aloha.